Well, hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to this reading for the full moon in Sagittarius. This is a collective reading, a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and please leave behind what does not. So, the full moon is in Sagittarius, which is shining a light on truth, on freedom, on exploration. It is also illuminating your connection to your authentic self, and it's asking us to really be honest with ourselves, without judgment. It's a moment to really listen to our intuition, to listen to our sense of knowing. It's also time for us to integrate what we have learned about ourselves in the past few weeks. And, this is why I was really drawn to doing this reading, because it has been an interesting couple of weeks. And in my world, it's been a tumultuous couple of weeks. But it's been a few weeks of massive illumination, massive realization, forced introspection, for me to truly come back to my sense of self, for me to truly come back to a sense of trusting in myself, trusting in the divine, God, the universe, however that resonates for you. But trusting that you are part of this beautiful divine plan and that things are going to be okay. So this is really a time that is encouraging us to believe in ourselves and to know that everything's going to be okay, and that we will hold our center no matter what. So I'm going to start off with just some general oracle cards. I actually was going to do this reading much later, but I have actually been drawn to just do a real quick one now, and I have the sense that I will be doing a second one a little later. So, spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, beautiful intergalactic beings that are guiding us through this human experience, please can you guide the collective around what they need to know during this time for full moon in Sagittarius. Help us see what is known, unknown, conscious or unconscious, for our highest good and for the highest good of others. First one, courage. So again, this is a time to really come back to your true authentic self, and this card is really saying that we should remember that we have the courage within us. Really getting strength card there. What disguise have we been putting up this last while? When I talk about a couple of, tumultuous couple of weeks, I realized that there was a certain trend in something. It was me running away from something, and it was a front. It wasn't necessarily a front. It was something that I felt was right at that time, but it was something that was disguised as the right way to go, where I'm going to go find joy and happiness. And actually it wasn't. It led me down a path of even more turmoil, even more confusion. Because at the end of the day, when you keep running towards something that's could potentially be a disguise, happiness, disguised happiness, disguised joy, disguised sense of self, it really comes back down to the instinct. We need to understand that our instinct, our intuition, that is the thing to rely on first and foremost. There are times in our lives where we need to apply levels of logic and levels of instinct or intuition, and we need to balance that out. But your instincts are always there to protect you. I, for the first time in 10 years, had an experience where it was a security risk, and it happened in a split second, as my friend was saying, but my instinct kicked in even quicker than that. And, that whole situation was averted. So instinct is the most important. And then we look at work, and this, what's coming through for me on this card is a couple of things. Now, for me personally, it's been a challenge to juggle to juggle the multiple things that I'm working on to try and build this beautiful life for myself. And I don't know, again, take what resonates with you, but being a worker bee is something that actually got me into this point of following this disguised happiness, and it was numbing and dimming my sense of instinct, my sense of intuition. The other component that I get around this card is working on yourself. So again, this is the full moon in Sagittarius. This is a time that encourages all of us to tap into the themes of Sagittarius, which is feeling enthusiastic, free, going on adventures. But you can only do this if you're grounded, if you're secure within yourself, and if you release the ways in which you have been potentially self-betraying, or not seeing your own truth, things that have been disguised. So this is really a call for courage for all of us to look at what are those disguises in our lives, and how do we follow our instincts? How do we work on actually coming back to our true sense of self? Because it is a time of transformation. This is a time, it's a full moon. This is also the last full moon before the summer solstice, winter solstice, depending on where on the planet you are. But it's got additional power and importance that symbolizes entire seasons. And I feel that for many in the collective, it's been an interesting season, but this definitely represents the end of something. Death is the end of something, so that something new can come in. So let's have a look at these healing cards and see what Spirit is looking to guide us on at this point in time. It's been, and please feel free to share with the collective on anything that you may have been experiencing. I personally have been experiencing incredibly interesting and volatile energy shifts in and around me, in weird times and places. I've had massive shifts, just massive shifts in these last few weeks, and it's too many cards. And there is just this sense of something coming to an end, something that is coming to this closure, so that we can move into the new. And this is the time, beautiful souls, to absolutely manifest that for yourselves. So let's see, the first card is gratitude. Isn't this, I love this card. You know, when we get into times of doubt and things may have been disguised, when we start looking at, and this was for me, this is what happened for me, is I was in a place of doubt. I was in a place of fear, anxiety. You know, when we're living too far in the future, for you it could be that you're living too much in the past. When you're not fully present, then everything can become incredibly overwhelming. There's a card that wants to come out here. Everything can become incredibly overwhelming. And it really is about sitting with yourself, understanding, okay, what is it that I'm fearing? Why am I so afraid? And then reflecting back, as much as I say don't look at the past, but it is good to reflect back and say, you know what? Even in some of my darkest times in my life, the most difficult times where I saw no way out, Spirit was there. Spirit was guiding me. Spirit was guiding me all the way. So there's just something that wants to come out here. Two of Pentacles, it's about making a choice. There's also Two of Cups. So for some of you, you know, this might be a romantic situation, but the message on this card is that I am worthy of the deepest kind of love. And I'm getting this sense that this is for you to make the decision to give yourself this true deep love, to be grateful for yourself, appreciate what's sustaining you. Appreciating what is sustaining you. Oh, because Queen of Pentacles, you have everything that you need to prosper. I mean, these cards are just absolutely, you know, there's always a little sense of humor when we do readings, and I love it so much because it's just this beautiful, loving energy of, yeah, I'm telling you, listen, this is what we're telling you. So having gratitude for having everything that you need to prosper and appreciating what is sustaining you. And then we've got the Page of Swords, so when we look at Two of Pentacles, that's about making a choice. Two of Cups is a harmonious union, people coming together, kind of a new love. But I feel that this is definitely a love for yourself. This is you basking in all of that glory, being this Queen of Pentacles. Because, the Page of Swords, Page has got a fast-moving young energy, bringing in mental clarity. Swords is all about mental thought process, thinking, so when you sit down with yourself and you think about, how am I going to end whatever cycles need to be ending right now? Think about what has been sustaining you, appreciate what's been sustaining you, and then you absolutely have to make that choice to choose love for yourself first and foremost, because you're in this Queen of Pentacles energy. You have everything that you need to prosper. I'm just going to leave those out actually, because that's a really beautiful message over there. The next one is Ride the Wave. We have all been going through some massive life lessons and growth, and remember that we will get through it. This is again where I was really stuck. I felt that everything was just too much. It was too intense. I don't know what is happening anymore. And other things started happening for me in my life that was absolutely unexpected, and I started doubting it. I started fearing it. I started wondering if it is something disguised as, was it happiness? Was it disguised? Was it something else disguised as happiness, disguised as love, disguised as something good for me? You've got to trust. There's a big theme of trust coming out here. Trust the wave that you're on, right? Because you will get through this. You are being held. You're being held in spirit. You're always being protected. And the more that you stay true to yourself, the more that you can come to this full moon in Sagittarius with this completion of understanding. It's actually really beautiful that we've got the death at the end of this, because the full moon represents something that is full. It is complete. We're coming to the end of this, and we're now going to go into something new. So trust the wave that you're on. Again, go with the flow. I mean, this is quite the specific message that we're getting here. These cards are all about healing waters, so there's obviously water in all of it, but this is particularly about going with the flow, riding the wave, and being open to change. This, again, with every ending comes a new beginning, and that is truly where we need to be open to the change. Because, again, Bounteous, Queen of Pentacles has got everything that she needs to prosper. He, she, masculine, feminine, take it however it resonates with you. But your life is and will be bounteous when you do this work, when you have the courage to look through things that are disguised, to follow your intuition and work on yourself so that you can end off these old cycles and come into something new. When you appreciate what is sustaining you and ride the wave of life, trust in the universe. Remember that the universe, you are co-creating with the universe. And when you start to try and control things too much, you're micromanaging the universe. That ain't how it's supposed to be. So trust that you are bounteous. Everything is coming together. Again, things are coming together. Okay, we've got this Two of Cups. So some of you might be experiencing something really beautiful that's come up for you. It either just has or it's going to. Again, take that as it resonates. Because you are worthy of the deepest kind of love, again, for yourself, but also with others. Remember that when we share love with others, that also helps remind us of our values, what we like about ourselves. It lets your heart open, and love starts flowing, and you start feeling a lot more appreciation for yourself. That is really, Queen of Pentacles is also all about self-love, feeling within your power. So again, I'm just getting this message for everybody that's watching this to be in your power, because you are worthy of the deepest kind of love. Have that relationship with yourself. Be generous to yourself and come together with what it is that is you. It's your authentic self. That is what the Sagittarius full moon is all about. It's about believing in yourself, taking action to follow your own direction, to follow that direction of the wave that you're on and to ride it. It's a really important time for us to launch forward with confidence from a stable place of being grounded and knowing your worth, right? Knowing your worth. I am worthy, knowing your worth. The ripple effect. So whatever it is that you're stressing about, the small little details, again, the small details can get in our heads and we can really get stuck on those. But remember that it's all part of something bigger and those details are taken care of. You don't need to worry about those details. Let's have a look at angels and ancestors cards as we wrap this up. We're going to just get one or two last cards. I'm going to do angels and ancestors. I do think we should do one raise your vibration. This one fell out, which is the arrow. And this is to surround yourself with protective energy at this time. Magic Guardian, isn't this beautiful? So unlocking this magic within you. This is exactly what we've just been saying. You know, it's about really going within and finding that magic that is within you. I have not laid these out very well, so let me do this a little better real quick. The magic within you, this is exactly what this energy is about right now. So firstly, you know, when we are dealing with big changes, it is important that we surround ourselves with protective energy, you know, whether that's any type of, you know, protecting energy or protecting ritual that you have, whether that's smudging your house, saging, doing a protection activation, whatever the case may be. It is a time for you to preserve your energy, protect yourself, especially if you're feeling sensitive to other energies like I have been lately, which is why I've just been a total hermit. And the next one that's come up here is Stargazer. So set your sights higher, especially as I just mentioned, this is the time to believe in yourself, take action and follow your direction. Set your sights higher as you go through that, beautiful souls. Let's see how to raise your vibration as we go through this. Those two really wanted to come out. As we go through this full moon in Sagittarius, how can the collective raise their vibration during this full moon in Sagittarius? Spirit, please guide beautiful souls watching, beautiful souls out there during this transformational time. Okay, well, let's see what we have. So, firstly, I make way for miracles. This is very much what I was just mentioning around surrounding yourself with this protective energy. For you to make way for miracles, firstly, you got to remember that it's exactly what I was saying earlier about you are co-creating with the divine. We are all co-creating with the divine. And when we are placing too much effort and control on what things look like, how things should be going, we are micromanaging the universe. We are micromanaging things that actually, you know, we have no idea about, because I tell you something, the universe always has your best interest at heart. God, the universe, spirit, however you identify with that, always has your best interest at heart and always has got a better way of things working out than what you could even realize or imagine. So remember to make way for miracles. Do what you can do to the best of your ability. Go with the flow. Appreciate what's sustaining you. Give to yourself and others generously, obviously, where it makes sense. Remember not to give too much of yourselves to others where it's at a point of depleting you. I'm just getting that we need to go for sustenance, not depletion. So I am getting that perhaps some of you are dealing with, I'm going to get back to these in just a minute, but I am getting a sense that perhaps some of you are dealing with something or someone or some situation that is absolutely draining your energy right now. And just my attention is really being drawn to what is sustaining you, what is depleting you, what is sustaining you, what is depleting you, what is sustaining you, and what is depleting you. And that's where you got to sit and you got to think about, what is this disguise? Is there something that is disguised as love, happiness, joy, opportunity, something that you just have been drawn to, but actually is depleting you? Okay, these are too many cards, but that one that fell out there is about peace. So, you know, again, it's finding a sense of peace, finding a sense of peace, finding a sense of protective energy around yourself so that you can actually do the work. There is one more card that wants to come out here. Okay, well, two. So we've got play and secret. So I think for some of you, perhaps it means that there is something in your life that is disguised as fun, or someone that is fun, but actually there is something that I feel like your instinct, your intuition is telling you about them. And just, again, take that as it resonates. But in your life, there might be something that seems so great, and you know, it's playful, it's fun. I'm just getting a sense of something that's fun and exciting. But I'm honestly getting this instinct that you know that there is something else there. And the message is to remember to find the balance. So cut that out, put that protective energy around you. Look, you know, lots of different things happen for lots of different reasons, but we need to be able to actually sit with ourselves and understand what it is that is serving us well, what is not serving us well. And we need to find a balance. We need to find a balance between our spirituality, between our human existence. We need to find the balance between mind, body, and soul. So where someone is taking from there, you are in control. It is your decision. And I know that sounds harsh, and I know that it's not always as easy as that, beautiful souls, but you should choose joy. It's your choice to choose joy. So I don't know if that resonates for anyone, but that definitely wanted to come out there. Because exactly what I was saying, it is your choice, and magical things happen when you start listening to your instincts. So the other one that came through is, it is safe for you to shine. It is safe for you to shine. Isn't that beautiful with this full moon and Sagittarius energy? I mean, this is what it's all about. It's about believing in yourself. It's about being authentic, listening to your intuition, trusting your knowing. It is safe for you to shine. Beautiful, beautiful beings. My aura is magnetic to golden opportunities. I'm getting magician energy here. So, you know, when we're talking about setting your sights higher, and then we have shedding old skin as well, because we're coming to this point of transformation, right? So shed that skin, shed those energies, but set your sights higher, because your aura is magnetic to golden opportunities. Also remember that healing yourself heals generational karma. Now, I won't speak too much about generational karma. In fact, I was having a beautiful discussion with someone about this the other day. We don't know what happened. You know, some of you may have done past life regression, understanding what's happened in past lives, but we also don't know what's happened within our generation, with generations before us, even from a familial perspective. Something as simple as your entire family could have done something one way, and you've decided that you are not going to do it that way because it doesn't quite resonate with the person who you've become, and you've made that decision for your higher self and you have made that decision for the good of your higher self and that of others. That is how you heal lineage. So final card we're just going to quickly get here, which is from the Moonology deck. I mean, obviously we would have to get a Moonology deck. I'm just running a little bit out of space. So let me just move those over here. So I hope that this has resonated for you, and again, I was guided to do this message right now. I probably will be doing another one later, because I don't really know why I was guided to do this one right now, but perhaps there is something in here for someone out there. So Spirit Guides, final messages. final messages that we need to know at this time. Oh, beautiful. Oh, final messages. Final messages for this reading. One more that wants to come out. Shall I say? Shuffle until another comes out. It's definitely something that wants to come out. So there we go. Okay. Okay, so I also get a sense that maybe some of you are thinking of trying something new. And again, death is kind of ending an old cycle and starting something new. There's also Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles. I feel that some of you may have been looking at something that you've been thinking about, toying around with, and I feel that for those of you that are within this space, look at the bigger picture, but prosperity does lie ahead, is just what I'm getting there. But for the rest of us, really, it is about looking at the bigger picture. It is about, and this is, yeah. So as I was saying about the humor, this is the full moon in Sagittarius card. And it's all about looking at the bigger picture. Isn't that just, isn't that, thank you, Spirit Guides. You know, we know that you're here with us. But at the end of this reading, what I want to share with you, beautiful souls, is that prosperity does lie ahead. We need to make, we really do, even just look at this. We've got a cardinal moon and 2 new moons, and then obviously our full moon in Sagittarius, which, I mean, could not be more perfect. But 2 new moons are the other cards. And we'll be heading into this new moon, and it's about what is it that you want to do going into this new chapter. Work through those fears, work through those disguises, trust your own sense of intuition, work through your fears, because prosperity lies ahead. Yeah, you are. I have everything I need to prosper. Literally, the synchronicities in this reading are a little wild. We've got 2 about going with the flow. We have got 2 about bounteous gratitude. What is sustaining you? We've got 2 new moon energies. We have got literally the full moon in Sagittarius card, and we do have a lot. We've got 2 twos. We've got the 2 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. So the synchronicities in this reading are just absolutely crazy, but this is what it's about, beautiful souls. This is your reading. I hope that there's been something that has resonated with you. I'm wishing for you a most beautiful time and sending you tons of love and light. May your flames continue to burn brightly, and may you be bold and go and make that first move into the new moon. Take care.